Madam Secretary, Ministro de Justicia Camaño, distinguidos miembros del Gobierno de España, damas y caballeros. Ante todo, quisiera darles las gracias por acompañarnos esta tarde, dando la bienvenida a la señora Janet Napolitano, nuestra Secretaria de Seguridad Interior. First off, let me thank you all for joining us this evening to give a warm welcome to the Secretary of Homeland Security, Janet Napolitano. Her presence here in Spain underscores the special relationship that our countries enjoy. The United States, as you know, I think, is the third largest Spanish-speaking country in the world, which will forever link us to Spain. Spanish culture has always had a special place in our history. The oldest city in the United States was founded by Spanish explorers. Spanish colonial history is still apparent in Texas, Arizona, the Southwest United States, and California. Spain played an important role in our War of Independence, and U.S. diplomats to our embassy here in Madrid are proud to be the latest descendants in a line that began with our first ambassador, Benjamin Franklin. Our two great nations have been allies for many years and working together to advance common interests in various locations throughout the world. We have a shared interest in promoting strong democratic institutions and improved social conditions in Latin America. We also share common objectives in the Middle East, North Africa, and increasingly in sub-Saharan Africa. In this manner, we cooperate closely on matters related to counter-terrorism, counter-narcotics, organized crime, and money laundering. And our law enforcement cooperation is among the closest in the world. So again, welcome to the residents, and I'm very happy to have the opportunity to meet and engage with each one of you. But now I'd like to introduce the Secretary of Homeland Security, Secretary Janet Napolitano, who will say a few words.
Thank you very much, and good evening, everybody. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you, Arnold, for the reception this evening. I want to say a special thanks to those who work in the embassy and the staff, and those who are here from the Department of Homeland Security. We have been working very hard today on a number of issues involving security. I had very good meetings with Minister Rubalcaba. Actually, this was my third meeting with him. We had met in Berlin earlier this year, and then in Washington, and now here, focusing on preventing and combating crime and counterterrorism. We have committed to continue our relationship moving forward on so many, many issues. I also want to extend my thanks to President Zapatero. I just spent a very engaging, I think almost an hour and a half with the President, discussing a variety of subjects of interest to both our countries. And I think I can safely say that the friendship between Spain and the United States is so very, very strong. I also want to thank the other ministers and their staffs who have been meeting with me, with my staffs, including Vice President Salgado, who I met with this afternoon. I think I will meet with the Justice Minister a little bit later on this evening. We face many challenges in a complex world, and we face them better when we work cooperatively. At its core, the Department of Homeland Security, the department that I am the head of, has a straightforward mission to protect the American people from threats, both foreign and domestic, both natural and man-made, to do all that we can to minimize risk, and to do all that we can to respond when a risk materializes. And we cooperate daily on a variety of issues affecting security at our ports and our airports, and we signed today an agreement to implement a special program, to formalize a special program which allows the Department of Homeland Security officials to help screen passengers before they board planes for the United States. And last week, when Minister Rubalcaba was in Washington, we signed an agreement to prevent serious crime in a way that allows us to share information about criminal threats to both our countries. I think these are examples of not only agreements that we have, but other agreements that we will form. But also, with this audience, I would be remiss if I didn't mention that we also want to implement these agreements in a way that does not interfere with trade and commerce, travel and tourism between our countries. So let me close these few words by again thanking everyone here for your hospitality. I grew up in New Mexico, and I was the governor of Arizona before I became the Secretary of Homeland Security. So I must say that I have felt and have grown up with the Spanish influence and have obviously enjoyed very much my stay here today. So again, thank you very much. Have a nice evening.